Hello everybody, welcome back for another video. Hope you're all having a great day and that you are all doing well. To start things off, decentralized internet protocol Tron's TRX token surged almost 8% on Monday, the 8th of October, after CEO Justin Sun claimed its forthcoming update would see it beat Ethereum on speed and EOS on cost. Odyssey 3.1, the latest version of Tron, will go live at 8 p.m. SGT, Sun confirmed on Twitter, as the result of community consensus. The changes include the launch of the Tron virtual machine, which will allow developers to test smart contracts before they transfer to the Tron mainnet. The Tron committee function and Tron virtual machine will go live, marking the start of the smart contract era. This was said by Sun in a tweet. He stated, Tron will be 200 times faster than Ethereum, 100 times cheaper than EOS. dApp developers and users, this one is for you, end quote. Tron's fortunes continue to edge upwards as information trickles through about the status of its Project Atlas integration with content sharing platform BitTorrent, which it acquired in July of this year. Tron has nonetheless suffered in 2018 because of the bear market, as has everyone else. So the Tron virtual machine has been in, if you've paid attention to Tron at all at any point, the Tron virtual machine has been like the cornerstone of everything that has been happening. They constantly said that when the Tron virtual machine launches, that this would be the beginning of the future of Tron. A couple of days ago, about a day or two ago, if I'm not mistaken, it should be around the same exact number. Tron moved into the number 11 spot on CoinMarketCap. And I think number 10 is actually Tether. So, more or less probably Tron should be in the 10th place. There's been a lot of stuff that's happening with Tron. I did not, I'll tell you the truth, whatever. I did not 100% care for Tron before in the past, but I think they might have something, especially when it comes to the BitTorrent thing, because we had news a couple of days ago exactly what the acquisition of BitTorrent was for, how Tron is going to be used, and it seems like it could actually work. As of now, we are still, if you haven't noticed, waiting for the market to actually continue to go up and actually go crazy. And what we've seen before in the past is that when we do have some type of a bullish market or like a very good couple of weeks and prices are going up, there tend to be some coins that always outdo other coins. Like every coin isn't just going up by 10% every single day. We'll have some that go by 4% and some that will go by 17%. The amount of attention that Tron has around it, what I think they would need to do is, if the prices of everything start to go up properly and they manage to give at least like 3 really good bits of news as prices are going up, I could see them potentially going into like the number 7th or 8th spot. I mean, at this point, it's kind of anyone's guess who's going to actually end up making it into the, I mean, as of now, we have the top 10. Some of the numbers in the top 10 are probably never going to leave the top 10. That's just how crypto works. But Tron is constantly in the news almost every single day, and I had to talk at least a little bit about the launch of the Tron virtual machine. This has been since day one. This has been the thing that they've been talking about during their launch. One of the weirdest things, I mean, I get the 200 times faster than Ethereum, got it, but 100 times cheaper than EOS. EOS is already free, so I don't really understand exactly what he was talking about. EOS already has free transactions. I know Tron, I think, also has free transactions, so I'm not really understanding the numbers. Maybe he means in regards to the amount of coins that you need in order to be able to create an app on their platform. Not really sure. A lot of people are very, very hyped about this. I will definitely, I mean, Tron is what it is. It's been in the news for so long. Me ignoring it is just kind of ridiculous at this point. If they are strong enough to edge their way towards the top 10 or even get within the top 7 or 8, then Tron is probably going to become something that's going to be spoken about throughout the cryptocurrency space for quite some time. Next up, Ivy League University, or U.S. University, Yale, is said to be one of the investors that helped to raise $400 million for a major new cryptocurrency-focused fund. This was reported by Bloomberg a couple of days ago. The fund, dubbed Paradigm, was recently created by Coinbase co-founder Fred Ersham, former Sequoia Capital partner Matt Huang, and Charles Noyes, formerly of stalwart crypto fund Pantera Capital. Huang was said to have left Sequoia in June to embark on establishing the fund together with Ursham, according to reports from the Wall Street Journal at the time. Bloomberg has today cited an anonymous, they're always anonymous, source as saying that Yale, whose $30 billion endowment is reported to be the second largest among U.S. higher education institutions, has made an investment of an undisclosed size in Paradigm. Bloomberg further reports that 60% of Yale's assets from the fiscal year of 2019 are earmarked for alternative investments, including venture capital, hedge funds, and layered buyouts. According to Bloomberg, the fund reportedly plans to invest in early-stage crypto-focused projects, new blockchains, and digital asset exchanges. This summer, Cointelegraph reported on a group of economists from Yale that created a comprehensive analysis of the risk-return trade-off of major cryptocurrencies, such as Bitcoin, Ethereum, XRP, based on their historical performance data. So this is significant for an enormous number of reasons. Remember when we constantly had all the news and the information about the, the institutional investors getting into the cryptocurrency space? This is it. This is one of the, remember I told you we need one major domino in order to fall back and, to crush the entire rest of them and to get all of them to kind of fall in line. For those who are unaware, university in the United States is incredibly expensive. And a lot of maybe, I want to say even all of it. I'm sure there are some schools that aren't, but a large portion of them are for profit, and that they charge a lot. And a lot of people think that that tuition actually ends up going into the foundation of the school. A large amount of it actually goes into not the pockets of people, but more like the pockets of the school. And this is why some of these schools are extremely rich. If you look at any of the U.S. universities and look at them on a map or look at actual photos, they look like castles. And this is because they charge so much for tuition. So the point is that they have a lot of extra money, and a lot of people don't know that U.S. universities invest heavily in other things. A lot of people believe that these are just schools. They invest heavily in real estate. They invest heavily in stocks and bonds and mutual funds and anything else that you could possibly think of, like land, forests, vineyards. They kind of do it all. So when we talk about institutional investors getting into the space, one of the main things that people were talking about was the introduction of a major U.S. university getting into crypto. And also this would be an indicator to other smaller schools, because for some reason, the way that the world works, you always have to have a rich person putting their thumbs up in order for everyone else to kind of get with the program. So the introduction of Yale, or rather the confirmation that Yale has in some way invested in cryptocurrencies, even if it's just a blockchain and digital asset exchanges and stuff like that, it means that they are not only game, but this is also telling other people that they also have to get into it as well. Because if you are I don't want to say mega conglomerate, if you are a rich school, I have no idea how else to really phrase that, other smaller schools who are also trying to keep up with Yale or trying to get the prestige that Yale has, they're also going to say, okay, you know what, we have 100 million this year in order to invest in so-and-so. Let's put at least 40 million into multiple cryptocurrencies. And then this is also gets us to a point where they start doing over-the-counter buying with Coinbase, saying, let's take, a portion of all 5 of your coins that you have. And it's kind of, this is very major news. A lot of people don't really get it. They think, that's really cool that a school is getting into cryptocurrency. No, it's the entire institution of the United States is education system that is the for-profit universities getting into the cryptocurrency space. And they've already, these schools have already made a name for themselves when it comes to getting invested in other investments. So them getting invested into crypto means that there is some validity to crypto. And this is the idea that other people will also start to eventually fall in line and also invest in cryptocurrencies as well. Very, very interesting. Next up, so this one, I'm not going to even read through too much of it. It says, a petition to get the International Olympic Committee, or the IOC, to make XRP the official cryptocurrency of the next Summer Olympics has crossed the 7,500 signature milestone. According to Ken Takahashi, the creator of the petition, XRP has the potential to solve many logistical headaches associated with large international sporting events, especially concerning foreign exchange. Rather than putting enormous pressure on the Japanese yen, Takahashi proposes a system that requires the use of XRP. Takahashi's motivation comes from the struggles faced by people in the last few games. A portion of the petition reads, as tourists stream into the country, demand for the local currency skyrockets, causing long lines at currency exchanges, as seen at past events like Beijing 2008 and Rio de Janeiro in 2016. Confusing exchange rates and language barriers further complicate the problem. We believe that the fast transaction times and security of Ripple Labs' XRP cryptocurrency would be a great contribution towards solving the problem. So when I heard about this, I was like, oh, that's actually pretty cool. I don't know if it's going to happen, but the idea that, one, this is what should be happening all the time. When events like this are happening, there's so many people into the cryptocurrency space who don't, how do I say this? They don't put minimal effort forward when it comes to being able to do things to continue the spread or the knowledge of cryptocurrencies to other people. To think that this could even be possible is incredibly interesting. Imagine if there was any worldwide event. Let's say if even every single continent had their own cryptocurrency that they were focused on and that they were using for certain events, how much of an adoption rate that we would have a lot quicker end up going forward. So when I saw this, it had around 7,500 signatures. And at the time, it actually has over 11,000. And every single, I don't know if you'll be able to see it as I'm actually doing the video. Every couple of minutes, the number keeps ticking up ever quicker. If this interests you, you can definitely go to change.org. This is not a paid advertisement, by the way. I'm not being paid by anyone. I thought it was pretty cool, and not even because you guys know how I feel about XRP, but in general, if this had even been Tron, if this had even been Litecoin or Bitcoin, I still would have spoken about it, because the idea that we could have a cryptocurrency, I don't know how many of you were here many years ago, when Dogecoin was like the super mega hyped coin of the time. There was a petition that went around for the Dogecoin community to support. It was some type of NASCAR event. I can't remember exactly. It had to be 2013 or 14 or something like that. And they ended up raising so many funds that they actually got the Dogecoin logo put on the side of a NASCAR car. And there were actually even like ads around it. It was really insane. And there were people who were, as they were talking about the event, like, I didn't really watch the entirety of it, but I saw some clips of it on YouTube. They were talking about, what is this car that has a dog on the side of it? And they Googled it, realized what it was, and they were talking about it on screen. Now imagine if we had other world events where this was happening all the time, where people were like, what is that L that has a line going through it? Oh, this is being sponsored by people who donated Bitcoin and stuff like that. This moves the entire thing forward. I think it's incredibly interesting. If you are interested in doing it, you can go to change.org. And I assume learn more about it, or maybe just even Google this, make XRP the official cryptocurrency of the Tokyo Olympics. You'll definitely be able to find it. It's incredibly cool, incredibly interesting. But let's move on. Next up, Bittrex, one of the leading cryptocurrency exchanges, announced that they will be removing Bitcoin Gold, BitShares, and Bitcoin Private from their exchange wallet. In an official blog post, they stated that wallet removal was a routine part of their ongoing platform management, which would ensure better performance and operational efficiency. Users who have a balance in the above-mentioned cryptocurrency tokens were asked to withdraw their assets before the 5th of November, after which the assets would be unrecoverable. Furthermore, withdrawals would not be allowed for users whose balance is less than the minimum withdrawal limit. Mojimax, a cryptocurrency investor from Iran, stated, I doubt I'd be able to withdraw. Me and at least 1,000 other Iranians got blocked by Bittrex, and our coins got frozen. No one was able to withdraw their coins, and now they are removing wallets. I think we have to say goodbye to our money. Recently, Bitcoin Gold was targeted by an unknown party with a large amount of hash power. The 51% attack resulted in the hackers stealing $18 million worth of Bitcoin Gold from exchanges, which was stolen because of a double spending attack. I'm not in Iran, but I understand kind of what this means. And I told you guys before, something similar is going to end up happening as well for a lot of other countries. A lot of countries around the world have started to ban cryptocurrencies or ban cryptocurrency exchanges from even entering their digital airspace. And I don't know if that's the exact thing that's happening right here, but what's ended up happening right now in a lot of other countries is that people are unable to take out their funds from a number of cryptocurrency exchanges. And it's even worse when this is why I say it's imperative to do your own research and understand what you're putting your money into. Don't put your money into something simply because it has a pretty name or because it has the name Bitcoin attached to it. A lot of these projects the dev teams behind them, not saying that these three in particular, a lot of them, their developers behind the projects are either leaving, they're fleeing, they don't really care about the project anymore. The bear market has completely torn apart any profit that they could have made, so they're leaving the project. They're either waiting for things to go on, but as time has gone on and the amount of volume on these coins has begun to drop, a lot of exchanges are dropping them. And when that continues to happen and the coin ends up losing all its liquidity, you can't, not only, like there are a couple coins on, not Binance, what's it called? There's another major exchange. They've also announced that they're going to be delisting multiple coins, because when you try to withdraw your coins, like as you're on the exchange, you hover over them, it says like withdrawal not possible, and you click on it and it says because we do not support this wallet anymore. So I assume this has happened to many people. This is why I always say try not to follow hype. Try to follow actual adoption. Someone's actually using the coin. Someone's talking about the coin at least once a week, at least. Good things are coming from the project. If they're not posting every single other day or every other day on Twitter or Instagram or some other type of social media thing, that they're at least giving updates that they plan on releasing some type of upgrade to the system. I told you guys this 4 or 5 months ago. I desperately hope that none of you have invested heavily in any of these coins. I told you we're going to see the market's going to start to collapse backwards, and that's exactly what's happening right now. We had news a couple of days ago from the other exchange, can't remember the name of them for the life of me, who announced that they were delisting 8 coins, and I also made a video on that as well. They weren't like the most major coins, but this is indicative of where everything is slowly moving if they're really delisting coins. Like, I mean, everyone has heard of Bitcoin Gold and Bitcoin Private. Bitcoin Diamond has been also delisted from a lot of other cryptocurrency exchanges. So bottom line is, this is Bittrex. Yeah, if you have Bitcoin Gold, BitShares, or Bitcoin Private on your Bittrex account, I would personally recommend trying to swap it into another coin that you maybe think has a bit of a stronger future. Because if a major exchange starts delisting and all the other ones start doing the exact same, in about a year, you will not be able to withdraw your coins. And when you look at the actual value of it, they will be worth cents, if even. So take this as a forewarning from the cryptocurrency exchanges, because they're all going to start falling in line eventually. And yeah, let's move on. Last up, the CEO of the world's largest cryptocurrency exchange, known as Binance, said he hoped others would follow his decision to donate all listing fees to charity after a sudden announcement on the 8th of October. According to the announcement, beginning immediately, meanwhile, Binance will not only donate all such fees to charitable causes for the greater good, but also allow developers themselves to name the amount they pay without demanding a minimum fee. He said Binance will continue to use the same high standard for the listing review process. The announcement continues. It said, a large donation does not guarantee or in any way influence the outcome of our listing review process. Confirming the news on Twitter, Binance CEO Changpeng Zhao capped a period of controversy surrounding Binance, during which the industry sources and users alike criticized the platform for allegedly exorbitant fees in charging developers to list altcoins. In August, Christopher Franco, creator of blockchain platform Expanse, uploaded to social media what appeared to show a Binance representative asking for 400 Bitcoin, or $2.6 million, to list its in-house token. While Cao subsequently claimed the material was fake, he argued that if it was the quality of the asset which was clenched the listing process, avoiding details about Binance's mysterious listing fee structure. He said, "We don't list any crap coins, even if they pay 400 or 4,000 BTC." Cao tweeted following Franco's complaint, noting that the exchange has listed several major assets without charging a fee. He said, "The question is not how much does Binance charge to list, but is my coin good enough? It's not the fee, it's your project. Focus on your project." Without reading any further, this is, okay, first of all, this is not only incredible, I do not think any other exchange is going to go through this. And if they do, it'll probably be something like, you've seen the donation services and stuff like that, where they get money and if you read through their fine print, they're like, well, yeah, we're gonna donate a portion of how much we get, to charity and stuff like that. And you read through the fine print and it's actually like 4%. And they keep the other 96% for themselves. It appears like they're giving away or donating the entire listing fee from people or who are trying to get their altcoins listed. This is significant for a number of reasons. One, it's incredible. This is how it should have been done in the entire. If the point of cryptocurrency is decentralization and helping other people get into the cryptocurrency space, you should not be focused on taking one, listing fees in the first place, but also putting them inside of your own pocket. And I think Binance knows that. But on the other end, Binance is such a popular website that the amount of money that they get just from people trading on their platform already gives them, they make, I think, billions, if I'm not mistaken, per year just from that alone. It's a very good move on their part. I'm pretty sure other exchanges, if they do not adopt this, they're going to try and have some other model feature where they're saying they'll give a portion of what they're making from this. On top of all of that as well is that we had news, this was before even Christopher Frank, I never even heard of him. We had news a couple of months ago. A lot of people were saying that between Binance and Coinbase, they were asking for very high fees in order to be able to list coins. And when he said that we listed coins for without a fee, I'm going to assume that comes down to like Bitcoin and Ethereum. I mean, I don't work for Binance, so I can't really give you an exact. I'm pretty sure there have been other coins, but I can only assume that the largest coins that they have on their platforms probably weren't questioned about a listing. They were just kind of listed. It's very interesting. A lot of other crypto exchanges, even smaller ones, have been trying to ask people for like 500,000 for a listing because they're extremely greedy. These exchanges are also going downhill, not Binance and Coinbase, but the other smaller exchanges for trying to be greedy, trying to get people to list on their cryptocurrency exchange when they don't even have a high amount of volume per month. So one, very good on the Binance people, or rather Changpeng Zhao, very good for him. I hope other stuff like this continues to happen. I doubt that it will for other cryptocurrency exchanges because humans are greedy and that's just kind of how we are. But yeah, let's see exactly how this continues going. I think that is going to do it for this video. Some pretty okay news, not a very dramatic or crazy day. We've had other crazier news periods. A lot of things are going on in the market right now. People still have a bit of, the market's still moving down sideways, if that makes a little bit of sense. A lot of people are still waiting for this gigantic spike in price to happen sometime this week. I don't know if you guys saw yesterday, we had what was it? Like all the coins were up by anywhere from like 1 to 4%. And it's so funny. The amount of people were blogging, not vlogging, or even like making videos on YouTube, like blogs and stuff were talking about, this is it. This is going to happen, and they were trying to get people to like FOMO into the market. No one knows when it's going to happen. It is going to happen eventually someday, but at the moment, prices are still trending sideways, and let's hope that, it would be a very nice week if prices suddenly exploded sometime. But as of now, we're still where we are before, so nothing much has changed. Thank you once again for watching and or listening. And yeah, I'll talk to you all soon. See you.